hear the sounds of music? Well, there's just one way to find out, so why don't you join me as I step inside and try to find the source to that music. Stepped inside I did, only to find myself in Japan. Oh well, almost. The 1-month-old Teppan at Benjarong on the bustling Alvarpet main road is an easy trip to make from the loud sounds of Chennai to the more tranquil atmosphere resounding with artistic ongaku, Japanese for music. The simple style of the interiors has a few ornamental objects, from ceramic pots to the traditional Japanese kimono. Nothing is too distracting because the center of attention here, well, is at the center of it all, the Teppan. 4 Teppans in all. So here is the massive hot plate referred to as a Teppan. Now in Japanese, teppanyaki refers to a hot plate. Yaki refers to the vegetables or the meat that is broiled over it. Now if this is impressive, then you've got to check out Chef Arnold. Now remember when I said I could hear the music? This is the man behind it, the musician. So Chef, why don't we hear a couple more musical notes? I can't get my eyes off this man. His innate ability to juggle such sharp objects was quite a feat. And Arnold is as good a chef as he is a juggler. I took a quick look through the menu and ordered myself a set meal. So the menu is rather simple. If you're new to Japanese cuisine, there's no need for you to feel like a fish out of water. It's set into 2 broad categories. So you've got the a la carte and the set menu. Now the set menu gives you a taste of everything and is roughly priced around 1500 for a non-vegetarian and 650 for a vegetarian. Now stop wondering what's on that menu. I will give you a taste of that. So Chef Arnold excused himself for a couple of minutes from my company to organize my main course. I wasn't alone for too long. Under the red lights of the paper lanterns was placed a crispy portion of tempura fried prawns. The prawns looked like feathers, combed out and so delicately arranged. The prawn tempura is a commonly ordered starter, but what I'm holding here is the real thing. So how do you know the real from the fake? Well, the creator of this magical Japanese haven, Chef Reggie, tells me that when you're coating the prawn, it's got to be uneven like this. So when you deep fry it, it comes out really light and it tastes so delicious, unlike your thickly battered prawn fries that you get. As for the taste, well, what can I say?
We had a plan to bring this teppanyaki concept for a long time in our mind when we started Benjarong. So at last we could bring the concept, and we have 4 tables serving 36 seats at a time. And the specialty is like we do have 1 table which is exclusively serving for vegetarians. So because usually the vegetarians feel that they have been left out, so that's the reason we have specifically taken care of that. And the food for them will be made only on a vegetarian grill.
Teppan has a nice seating arrangement for you to enjoy sushi right off the counter. So I hoisted myself onto a high seat and waited patiently as Chef Arnold created magic with raw fish. So sushi comes in 3 varieties. You have the sashimi, nigiri and maki. Now sashimi is just pure sushi, raw fish, nothing else. Nigiri comes with a little bit of rice, so it gives you a little bit more flavor, I'm guessing. And there is the maki. Now by far it is my favorite because it has the cooked meat in it. And you know why I'm smiling. So it also has the bitter radish, it has cabbage and this cucumber. And I think I'm going to try that out. So since I am at my wasabi bar, if I can call it that, I'm also having my grilled salad and a drink to help me eat all of the sushi that's over here. So what I'm having is the grilled salad, which is just basically chicken and vegetables stirred, and you've got tempura crumbs sprinkled over it. Now as for the drink, I have a spicy punch, which is just pineapple juice, orange juice, a good dash of Tabasco, a sprinkling of pepper, and of course wasabi because it's Japanese. So like a little kid excited and ready to watch an entertainment show, I returned to my seat to watch Chef Arnold cook me a storm for my main course. Now the reason front of you so that you can pitch in and tell him what you like and what you don't like. More like playing to your tunes, you'd say. The skillful conductor of sorts, Chef Arnold created a symphony with the simplest of ingredients. A fresh catch of sea bass stirred into a sweet and spicy sauce, made of sugar and ground spices. And like little stars, sesame seeds were scattered on this glistening main course. The sea bass is actually like cotton, and it does exactly that. It absorbs the flavors of the sweet and spicy sauce and the slight hints of ginger and chili. As for the sesame seeds and the spring onions, well, it does give it a little bit of that crunchiness to the much needed soft texture of the fish. Balancing my meal with a veggie fix was a stir-fried recipe of zucchini, bean sprouts, capsicum and Chinese cabbage, which were beautifully soaked in rice wine and served up steaming hot on my plate. Alongside the veggies and seafood was a chicken stir-fry, flavored in a sweet and spicy sauce, quite similar to the sea bass version. The cleverest trick of them all was making of the fried rice. Not your conventional way of preparation, you'd say. A creative twist to cooking and absolutely delicious. The full-grained Japanese rice smelled divine and looked so irresistible. The Japanese style of cooking has left me thoroughly impressed, and here's why. Now, the clean, unfussy method of cooking. Never for a moment do you see the teppanyaki overcrowded and messy with food. Now, the chef's interaction. He is one chap who really knows how to entertain and cook up a storm and leaves you completely satisfied. And the value for money. This is definitely a place that gives you entertainment and good food. Now, whoever said that you need good company to enjoy your food when food itself is good company enough?